I've generally found that when I get involved in politics, it ends up badly.
But also, yeah. Also for business too. Did you notice that? Because yes, when Elon Musk decided to get involved with Doggy and steal all of our social security information, all that, and cut a bunch of mission critical roles that he then had to rehire at even higher expense. That didn't go well in terms of the business. But you know what else isn't going well? His business endeavors as well. Elon Musk just effectively did like an impression of Thanos by snapping his fingers and cutting their profits in half, because Tesla's annual profits have plummeted now to their lowest level since the pandemic. The company reported on Wednesday that its net income for last year dropped by 46%. This marks the second consecutive year of steep declines, occurring despite the introduction of more affordable models and Mr. Musk's pledge to remain singularly focused on the business following his foray into US politics. Now, obviously, he lied about that, and he is once again investing tens or perhaps eventually hundreds of millions of dollars into the election. So if you were enraged before, you should be just as enraged as you were then. But here's the thing. None of the business stuff, none of the stock stuff will ever make any sense. So they're selling less cars. He doesn't have a plan to turn that around. Their profits are massively down. All of this is like, would be an emergency for a business, right? If you lost half your profits. Instead, their stock went down a little and then kind of recovered, because the stock price has nothing whatsoever to do with seemingly anything other than hype and optimism about Elon Musk. So they sell less cars, they cut models, by the way, which they're doing. They're not making the Model S, they're not making the Model X. Now, those were not their best-selling models anyway. Maybe it's a good thing to cancel it. But he's not canceling it to like make more Model 3s or whatever, or to sell a truck that isn't the Cybertruck, which he's still manufacturing supposedly. He's shifting it to making robots. All of it is based on robots. We're gonna have robo-taxis and we're gonna have humanoid robots. And maybe in 5 years or whatever, I'll have to come out and eat crow or whatever, because everybody will have a Tesla Cyberbot or whatever, and I'll have one standing here handing me papers for each story or something. But I kind of think that that's not gonna happen. And by the way, it's not even supposed to happen in 5 years. He's saying that they are going to be manufacturing and selling large numbers of these by the end of this year. That seems unlikely, I would say. And weirdly, his board, the shareholders, have nothing but confidence in him, despite the constant lies, the overhyping, the people roasting to death in their Cybertrucks, the fact that their brand identity amongst American consumers is worse than it's been for years, and they're selling less cars. Apparently, there is nothing he can do to get through to them and get them to realize that he is no better at business than he is at politics. So anyway. Oh, can I add one other negative thing on top of all of this? He's also gonna be building more data centers, because of course, why wouldn't he? That's the only thing billionaires seem to care about at this point. The company's energy storage business posted strong numbers last quarter, which is good for them. The revenue surging 25%. Tesla's benefiting from massive demand as data centers, which consume vast amounts of energy, are being built across the United States. And so that's good news in terms of the business, right? Well, kind of. I mean, it is money for Tesla, but is that being driven by like consumer demand? No, again, this is all just the circular flow. This is just the snake filleting itself that is the AI bubble. So he gets a bunch of money from these companies that are building the data centers. The data centers are getting the money from them. Like that's all it is. And so what's gonna happen to Tesla and their stock price if this entire thing bursts, if now they're making as much money from energy storage and data centers as they do from cars? Probably nothing good. And this is the sort of thing that you would think all of these massive investors would be like on the watch for, but again, nothing but confidence in Elon Musk. When your company is growing fast, damage control is essential, especially in order fulfillment. Before ShipStation, we'd spend hours tracking orders and following up with customers. Now, our team has cut that time in half. With ShipStation, you can basically let your shipping go on autopilot because it's just that easy now. The problem is usually too many disconnected tools. ShipStation solves that core problem. It's an intelligence-driven platform that brings order management, rate shopping, inventory, returns, and analytics all into one place. Connect to over 200 sales channels. And instead of 5 to 7 confusing apps, you've got just one command center. And here's the best feature. It compares rates from USPS, UPS, and FedEx, including your negotiated discounts, to find the best option for every order with savings up to 90% off. Already have carrier rates? Bring them. Keep your discounts and add ShipStation's automation. Set up rules once and ShipStation picks the best carrier, finds the best rate, prints labels in bulk, and even sends tracking updates. Those tracking updates alone cut customer service inquiries by 12%. Plus, their returns management and analytics show you exactly what's coming back and where you can optimize. Try ShipStation free for 60 days with full access to all features, no credit card needed. Go to ShipStation.com and use code DAMAGE for 60 days for free. 60 days gives you plenty of time to see exactly how much time and money you're saving on every shipment. That's ShipStation.com, code DAMAGE. ShipStation.com, code DAMAGE.